Thank you. Here we are to see how a computer application can be used. We are looking at Microsoft Word, the word processor, as a case study. As it were, we have worked with Windows. You go to the taskbar. On the taskbar, we have the Start button. Operate the Start button by clicking it to activate the Start menu. When the Start menu pops out, lift through the applications, locate your application. Microsoft Office Suite provides Microsoft Office Word as the word processor. So, else, if you don't find it under the Microsoft Office Suite, like here it is not already here, you look for it under the applications options. So Word, there it is, click it, and it activates to display the window, word processor window. On the word processor window, you run straight to the new button, new file button, click it, then it prompts us to create a blank document, a new blank document. When you operate it, it opens a new document. Getting around the application, as others, it has the title bar. The title bar has the name of the file and the name of the application. This is the default file name, the name given to the file before the user customizes it. When you're saving the file, you have to give it a name of your choice, a name at your discretion, a convenient name. But here, the application offers a default name. At the extreme right, we have the window control buttons. The window control buttons. These buttons are three. We have the extreme one that appears as a cross, the close button. We have the middle one appearing as two overlapping boxes. This is the restore button. Then we have the minimize button. When you operate the close button, the application closes off. Else, if you have to use the other buttons, we have the restore button. This button resizes the window, resizes the application window to your discretion. What do? When you click it, it resizes the window to the last format you resized it. But you can continue to resize your window by hovering your cursor at the edges of the window. When you hover the cursor at the edges of the window, it turns to a double-ended arrow. When you click and drag, when the double-ended arrow is active, it resizes the window. It resizes the window. Then you can even drag the window around at the title bar. In the open area of the title bar, the window can be dragged around. You can drag around the window. All this is in the name of optimizing your workspace. You can work conveniently with your workspace. So, for example, I may be operating two files. Say I am having two open files, maybe work is being transferred from one to another. I can open another file and lay it side by side. We have two files laying aside each other over the desktop, and they can be resized. So that's the role of resizing. So you can resize using the restore button. So when you click it, it fills the screen. When you click it again, it goes to the last resized format. Else, we have the minimize button. When you operate it, it reduces the application as a tab onto the taskbar. You keep reducing the applications as tabs onto the taskbar. So the taskbar represents open applications. So once you run your cursor to the minimize tab, it shows a thumbnail. A thumbnail of the work you are working with. The thumbnail is a miniaturized version of the file you're working with. So when you click over the thumbnail, the application reappears. Then you can resize it using the restore button. Else you can even close it if you need to close it. Following below are menus. The active menu is related with an underline. The menu that is running, the menu that you're working with is the active menu. When you click it, it gets an underline, and below the menu is the ribbon where there are tools that correspond to the active menu. Once you activate a menu, then on the ribbon, its corresponding tools display. Each active menu has its corresponding tools displaying below it. After the ribbon, we have the workspace. The workspace is bound by rulers. Once they are activated, they can be activated or deactivated depending on what the discretion of the user. You can deactivate or activate. Then at the extreme end, to the right, we have the scroll feature, vertical scroll feature, and there is a horizontal scroll feature below here. On the scroll feature is a scroll box and two buttons at the extreme ends of the feature, pointing in opposite directions. Those are scroll buttons. Once you click them, the application scrolls the work, scrolls your file. Scroll features. So once you click the scroll box, you slide it by clicking and dragging, it scrolls the file. The scroll buttons can also perform the same role. On the bottom here, at the bottom of the workspace, bounding the bottom end of the workspace is a horizontal scroll bar. It also has a scroll box, and at the ends it also has scroll buttons that operate in a horizontal manner. Below that is the status bar. On the status bar we have, the left side shows the number of pages. How many pages are in your document? How many words are there? How many words have you created? So far we have 3 words that have been entered into the document. When you continue to make entries, the word count, this is the word count, it shows the number of words entered. So that is a word count feature. It shows the words that have been entered. Then we have the proofing language. We're going to see that when we are dealing with language tools. Which language are we running? Then we have the scroll features. We have zoom features that allow you to view different sizes of your work. So this is a zoom feature, having a slider. Once you drag the slider in a similar fashion to how we have seen the scroll features, the slider zooms in and out. We have the plus sign for zooming in and a negative sign for zooming out. So at the extreme end it has zoom buttons, and in the middle there's a zoom slider. When you run the slider, it zooms according to your discretion. So that is a zoom feature, and those are the basic features of the word processor. They are necessary. When you are operating the word processor, you should be conversant with them, but as you grow experience, you get to learn how to use them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Thank you.